This second example is more complicated than the first one because x squared now has a coefficient of 6. The first example has a coefficient of 1, so there will be more possibilities of options that you need to multiply. So first of all, you have to find the factors of -4, so that will be -4 and 1, 4 and -1, and 2, -2, and -2 and 2. For 6, we will have 3x times 2x, or 2x times 3x, and then 6x and 1x, and then x and 6x. So you have to put it into two binomials, all of these combinations, and to multiply just to get this trinomial. But fortunately, there's a shortcut, there's a trick. The first thing we need to do is to remove 6, multiply it to 4. So your equation will now become 6x squared minus 5x minus 24 is equal to 0. So this one is moved to here. So it becomes only x squared only. Now, we now have -24. So this will be the number that you need factors, a pair of factors that have to have an answer of -24, because this one is just 1 now. So what are the factors of -24? You get -24 and 1, or 24 and -1, 2 times -12, and then -2 times 12. You have 6 times -4 and -6 and 4. You have 8 and -3, and then -8 and 3. So these are all pair of numbers that when you multiply is equal to -4. But which of these numbers, when you add, will be equal to -5? So this is -23, this is +23, -10, +10, +2, -2, +5, -5. So this pair of numbers will be, when you added, will be -5. So this is what we need. So we can now make this one into a binomial. So this becomes x minus 8, x plus 3. So that when you multiply, it will be this trinomial is equal to 0. Now remember, we removed the 6 before to move it to 4. So we multiplied 4 by 6, so we have to divide both of them by 6 because we multiplied 6 on them, so we have to divide both of them by 6. And then we reduce both of them to lowest term. So x minus, so 8 over 6 reduced to lowest term, this one becomes 4 over 3. And this one becomes x plus 1/2. Because 6 reduced to lowest term is 1/2. Now, earlier, we have removed 6 from x squared. So we will be putting it back. So this 3, we move back to x, and this 2, we move back to x. So it becomes 2x times 3x, it becomes 6x. So this one becomes now 3x minus 4. And then this one goes here, 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. This is now your binomial from this trinomial. So now that we have this one, we can solve now for x. So because this is 0, we equate this one to 0, so that when this one becomes 0, multiplied to this number becomes 0. And then we equate this one also to 0, that when we multiply to this one becomes 0. So first this one, 3x minus 4, we equate it to 0. So adding 4 on both sides, this becomes 3x is equal to 4. Dividing by 3, your x will become 4 over 3. So this is your first answer of x. Now we equate that one to 0. 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Subtracting 1 on both sides, we have 2x is equal to negative 1. And then remove 2. This cancels out. X is equal to negative 1/2. So we have now two values of x, 4 over 3 and negative 1/2. We will now substitute these values of x into our original question to see if our answer is correct. So let us now put the value of x of 4 over 3 into the x of this one. So let's write first the original equation. 6x squared minus 5x minus 4 is equal to 0. So we replace this with 4 over 3. So 6 times 4 over 3 squared minus 4 over 3 minus 4 is equal to 0. So this becomes 6 is equal to 16 over 9. We're squaring 4 over 3 minus 5 times 4 over 3 minus 4 is equal to 0. So in here, we can cancel out these two numbers. Will be divided by 3. So this becomes 2, this becomes 3. So this becomes 2 times 16 is 32 over 3. So we multiply these two fractions. So 5 times 4 is 20 over 3 minus 4 is equal to 0. So they have the same denominator. We can subtract this one. 32 over 3 minus 20 over 3 becomes 12 over 3 minus 4 is equal to 0. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. So this is correct. This is your first answer is correct. We now use negative 1/2 to place into our x and see if our answer is correct. So I probably can squeeze in here 6. So instead of x squared, we put negative 1/2 squared minus 5x. So x will be replaced by negative 1/2 minus 4 is equal to 0. So this one, 6. So negative 1/2 times negative 1/2 becomes positive 1/4. Now here, this is, we put denominator. So negative 5 times negative 1 is 5 over 2 minus 4 is equal to 0. So 6, we multiply this one again. So 6 times 1 is 6 over 4 minus 5 over 2 minus 4 is equal to 0. So 6 over 4, it becomes 3 over 2. 3 over 2 minus 5. Oh, sorry, this is 1 negative 1/2. this becomes positive, so this becomes positive 5 over 2 is equal to 4. So 3 over 2 plus 5 over 2 is 8 over 2 is equal to 4. 8 divided by 2 is 4 is equal to 4. So the second answer is correct.